Hey guys, Mrs.Roopa here, and I wanted to bring you another folktale from South America, and our story today comes from the country of Brazil. So, here are just a few facts about Brazil before we jump into our story for the day. Brazil is the largest country in South America. The name Brazil actually comes from a type of tree that can be found there, and it is called the Brazil wood. I didn't know that before I researched this, so I thought that was really cool. Brasilia is the capital city, but there's a city in Brazil called Sao Paulo, and it is the largest city in Brazil. We've been talking a lot about our rainforest, and actually 60%, so a huge chunk of the Amazon rainforest can be found in Brazil itself. And 60% of the Amazon River, or pretty much all of the Amazon River, flows right through Brazil. Last fact that I thought was really cool and wanted to share with you guys, football, which is actually called soccer here, is the most popular sport in Brazil, so it's played a lot. So let's go back over real quick what a folktale is. So a folktale is a special story that comes from a certain culture that's kind of passed down, and now we have these beautiful stories to share. And they come from these cultures, like this one here today called the Dancing Turtle, and it is a Brazilian folktale. So I hope you will join me as we read over our story for today, The Dancing Turtle. The Dancing Turtle, a folktale from Brazil, by Pleasant de Spain, illustrated by David Boston. Long ago, on the bank of the mighty Amazon River, Turtle played her flute while enjoying the sun. She played the high notes and the low notes. She played the fast ones and the slow ones. She played her flute with such skill and joy that long before she felt like dancing. Turtle laid down her flute and began to dance her happiest dance. Around and around she twirled, going this way and that. She bobbed and weaved and jumped and crawled, dancing all the while. Then she stopped. Her dance was done. She pulled her head and legs into her shell and went to sleep. Being asleep, she didn't notice the two dark eyes of a large man peering at her from behind a broad green leaf. She didn't hear the rumble of hunger in his stomach, and she didn't feel his strong brown hand grab hold of her shell until it was too late. "Got you," he cried. "My family will soon feast on turtle soup." He shoved Turtle and her flute into his bag and began the long walk home. It was dark by the time he arrived. "Look at the fat turtle I've caught," he said to his two children. "I heard a flute playing in the forest and followed the sweet sounds to the edge of the river. There I saw Turtle dancing, and when she finished, she went to sleep. It was easy to catch her. I'll put her in the cage and we will make a fine soup with her tomorrow." The man put Turtle in a cage made of strong sticks. He tied the door shut. Turtle could not escape. In the morning, the father decided to work in the fields. He told his boy and girl, "Stay home and take care of Turtle. Don't let her out of the cage for any reason. I'll be home when the sun goes down and we'll cook her for supper." The man picked up his hoe and walked to the fields. While the children played near the hut, Turtle thought and thought about her difficulty. Then she had an idea. She picked up her flute and began to play. She played the high notes and the low notes. She played slow ones and the fast ones. She played so sweetly and so well that the girl ran to the cage and said, "Play more, Turtle. Please play more." "I can do more than play tunes," answered Turtle. "I can dance as well." The children had never seen a turtle dance before, the boy said. You can't dance. Turtles can't dance. You're trying to trick us. I couldn't trick you, said Turtle. Children are too smart. All the forest animals know better than to try and trick a child. Would you try to escape if we let you out? Asked one of the children. Of course not, said Turtle. I only want to show you how well I can dance. But if you don't want to see me dance, then I'll put away my flute and go back to sleep. No, the boy cried, you must show us. He untied the rope, opened the door, and took the turtle out of the cage. Turtle played her flute. She played the high notes and the low notes. She played the fast ones and the slow ones. She played her flute with such skill and joy that she felt like dancing. Turtle laid down her flute and began to dance her happiest dance. Around and around she twirled, going this way and that. She bobbed and weaved and jumped and crawled, dancing all the while. Then she stopped. Her dance was done. Again, cried the children. Dance again. Yes, Turtle panted, as soon as I can catch my breath. Carry me over to the shade trees where I can cool down. The girl picked Turtle up and carried her to the edge of the forest where the largest of the shade trees stood. I'll take a little nap, said Turtle, and then I'll be ready to dance again. Go and play your games. I'll play my flute when I'm rested. After the children left, Turtle began crawling through the jungle undergrowth. She didn't rest or play her flute until she was safely home by the river. When the children grew tired of their games, they ran back to the shade trees, calling, Turtle! Where are you, Turtle? You said you would dance for us again. Where are you hiding? There was no answer. Turtle had tricked them after all. Their father would be angry. They sat on the ground and thought and thought. Soon the girl had an idea. She found a large rock shaped like Turtle's shell. She painted the rock to look just like Turtle and placed it in the cage. The boy tied the door with the rope, and the children hoped for the best. Their father arrived, hungry, and he was home as the sunlight was fading. He put a pot of water on the fire and waited for it to boil. Then he opened the cage and pulled the rock from inside. Turtle is still asleep, he whispered to his children, and she weighs more than I remember. He plopped the painted stone into the pot. Bring the big serving plate, he said, the one made of hard clay. It will soon be time to eat. The children were frightened, but said nothing. They brought the plate and set it before their father. He took the rock from the pot and dropped it onto the plate. The plate broke into very many pieces. The father looked carefully at the rock. Then he looked even more carefully at his children. You let Turtle out of her cage, didn't you? Yes, father, we're sorry, said the girl. Turtle said she wouldn't trick us, and then she did, said the boy. Turtle is very clever, father said. More clever than I thought. Don't worry, children, I'll catch her again tomorrow, and then we'll have our turtle soup. Did he ever catch Turtle again? What do you think? The end.